Hey, yo, it's me, Pops Van Marmalade, and you're watching the Comics-Related Madness Network. Huh? So come get some. CromCon. CromCon.
Hey, we want to shout out to our sponsors, Daytona Beach Comic Con. If you are a fan of comic books, if you're a fan of comic book conventions, and if you like meeting comic book creators and getting comics and comic-related stuff, then you need to make your plans to attend Daytona Beach Comic Con. This year's show is September 7th and 8th. Silverline will be there, so you should make your plans to be there too. We'll see you there. If you like comics and find yourself in the Orlando, Florida area, doesn't everyone come to Orlando at some point in time to see the House of Mouse? But when you're here, you need to make it a point to visit Coliseum of Comics, especially the one on East Colonial Drive. They carry Silverline Comics, even a limited edition Coliseum of Comics version of our comics. So, when you go, be sure to ask for Silverline Comics and tell them we sent you. OCD stands for Orlando Collector Deviants. OCD, Steve and Trish, they're a family of geeks who promote geek things, particularly those around the Orlando, Florida area. They're big supporters of Silverline, and we think you should be supporters of theirs too. Go give them some love. If you are an independent comic book maker and you need to get your independent comics made, you need to look no further than Kablam Digital Printing. They print our books, and they do a bang-up job. They're not only trusted by Silverline, but many, many independent comic book makers. Head on over to kablam.com and see for yourself just how easy it is to have your comic printed by them. And tell them Silverline sent you.
Hi, this is Tim TK, host of That Silverline Show on Tuesday. Join us at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific every Tuesday night as we discuss pop culture and the joys of making comics.
Hi, I'm Barb Kilber, co-host of Silverline's Wednesday Wham. Join us each Wednesday nights as we discuss comics, literature, movies, and anything else that may catch our attention.
I'm Roland Mann, and I host Silverline's Silver Sunday. Join me every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern as we make mine Silverline. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Silver Sunday on this July 31st. Thank you.
Day of July.
The last day of the month. It will no longer be July as of tomorrow.
Boo!
I couldn't get to the Facebook stream quickly enough. I always have problems finding the doggone Facebook stream. Or to try to share it. And believe it or not, I still haven't found that thing.
There we go.
So I want to try to share it because, like Pops over at the Madness has said we can share it to the Madness group. So I like doing that, so they'll know we're live. But
gotta bookmark it.
You can do that with Facebook?
Kind of.
Huh.
Save it. You can save it.
Well, I know I can go to Facebook. Can you? But you can bookmark like live videos.
I don't know.
So
Yeah.
you can bookmark.
What's that?
You can bookmark anything.
Not really a bookmark, but I mean you can go to the page where you have your stream, and it always pops up who's live.
Silverline Comics, Facebook, TikTok. I like it. What else are we talking about?
Yeah.
So, all right.
That's
So,
all I mean. He's
how
good
y'all
at that
doing
page.
tonight?
All right, we had a great night. Love you guys. I'll see y'all next week.
Tommy's having his own conversation.
Good for him.
Y'all doing all right? Everybody okay?
Oh, yeah.
Parts are good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm over the COVID.
Oh,
Good.
good.
Is the family over the COVID too?
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Finally.
That's good.
Yeah. It was a long one.
I hate to report that my family now has COVID.
No.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So
Oh, no, I'm
my
sorry.
now not my household.
Oh, yeah. What we were talking about
Okay.
yesterday.
No, but my
It's still
my
not
sister,
good.
my sister has COVID, my mom has COVID, and now my dad has COVID. So
Oh, poop.
yeah, so
Mm.
we are. My sister is on the improve already, so that's good. They got my dad some of that. Tommy, you were mentioning some of that medicine.
Yeah.
They got my dad some of that.
The super duper stuff.
Yeah, they got
Good. Because they
yeah,
claim it works. They claim it works really well. Paxlovid. Pax
I think
Logan.
that's I think that's what it is.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Yep.
yes, so they got him on that. So hopefully that medicine will kick in. So I mean they're in Arkansas, and of course I'm way down here in Florida. So so yeah, my household here is fine. It's just my family back in Arkansas. So so yeah, y'all absolutely keep them in mind, and we hope they, my parents are both 81. My sister's not quite that old; she's younger than me. So but my parents are 81, so we're concerned about them.
Sure. Well, let us know.
Yeah, absolutely will. So if you've been following the Kickstarter or starters, you guys know that these books went out. You should,
look.
those of you who backed them should start looking for them.
They look good.
So, they look great. Kablam, as always, did a fantastic job.
Yeah, I don't know, but those guys are pretty cool. I wish I could get to know them a little better.
Yeah. So so you guys, anybody who backed this, obviously these are the A. I think these are all the A covers. I'd have to go look, but yeah. So these are on their way to you. Shout out! I forgot this last week until the end. Shout out to our sponsors, Daytona Beach Comic Con. If you like comic conventions and you like comic books, Daytona Beach Comic Con is the place that you should make your plans to go. It is near Daytona. It's not actually in Daytona, but it is near Daytona, very near. It's near enough that you could go to the Daytona Beach Comic Con and then go to the beach the next day. So that is not a problem. But Silverline will be there. There's going to be Pete, you confused about that?
So is there a famous car race in Daytona?
There is. There is. We're not that far from the. I guess it's the Daytona International Speedway, isn't it? Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
International Speedway.
Yeah. Yep.
Huge.
So, and it is huge. Yeah, I've never been inside it, but I've driven around on the outside, and it's bigger than like a football stadium. So,
it needs to be. It's a racetrack.
Yeah, right.
It needs to be grabbed.
Oh wait, but you only go around in circles, don't you?
Right? Yeah, they just go around in circles. It's like you can tell the people that have been to
America.
People that have been to
which way do they bunch of right hand turns the whole time, or is it a bunch of left hand turns? I can't remember which way they go.
Turn left.
I think they're left. Yeah, always turning left. Yeah.
South Park episode.
I refuse to make a political joke. I'm going to refrain.
No.
But Daytona Beach Comic Con, September 10 and 11. You guys should make your plans to be there, because there's going to be a bunch of us there, and you'll be able to get some exclusive editions of 5 of our comics. We're going to print exclusive Daytona Beach Comic Con editions. And there's going to be, Tommy's the only person who's got a sneak peek at them. They look pretty good, don't they?
No, they're terrible.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll be there, and a whole bunch of other independent creators and comic book makers will be there as well. So if you like comics, make your plans to be there. Shout out to Coliseum of Comics. If you're in the Orlando, Florida area and you are looking for some comics, you should shop at Coliseum of Comics. And especially if you're looking for Silverline Comics, you should drop by the East Colonial store or the Claremont store, because they have them there. In fact, in just a matter of days, they're going to have these too. They'll have their copies of this because of these books, because they are a supporter of us, and they always get versions, and their versions are a little bit different because they have the Coliseum of Comics stamp on them. They have the logo of Coliseum of Comics. So it's funny because one of our
Have they never done a store signing for Silverline?
Yes, they have.
I remember that. You did.
Yep. Yo, we should try to set you up, Pete. Well, we'll talk about that afterwards.
No, I invited me to one.
Well,
I'm not sure I'll get many turnout.
I was gonna say it's usually a little tough to get you to come on the weekend. Right? The commute from your home is a little long. But Tommy and I've been there.
If they're paying, I'm willing to do
it. Yeah. Also, shout out to Orlando Collector Deviants. I noticed that they were traveling to Tampa. There was a comic show in Tampa
I guess that was this weekend, wasn't it, Tommy? This
Yeah.
weekend?
Was it,
Yeah.
Was it Terrificon? Is that it?
No, Terrificon was up north somewhere. Up.
Oh, was it the Tampa Bay?
Tampa Bay was the TampaCon. Yeah. I don't know
Yeah,
what
makes sense.
Terrificon
make
may have been in Connecticut.
Oh.
I think it's somewhere
So
way
many
up north.
conventions.
Yes.
Used to be a city named Terrific.
There.
Where do you live? I live in Terrific. Beats some of the
Terrific.
it beats some of the southern city names that we have around. There's a Toadsuck, Arkansas.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be laughing for a while.
It's true. There is a Toadsuck,
Ooh.
Arkansas. I've never met anyone who lives in Toadsuck, but I've seen it on the map, and
Yeah, close to Jackson. I always thought it was funny. They have a hot coffee, Jackson, or hot coffee, Mississippi. You remember?
Wow.
Yeah, place called Hot Coffee. I'm like,
So-
okay.
The
So there
town
is-
next door is like, mine's hot.
right, yeah. So when I was a kid, we traveled back and forth, and we passed through Coffee County one time, and my dad was just messing with me and my sister. We were young, right? And he said, well, we were wanting to stop and get something. I can't remember. We wanted to drink. And my dad said, well, we're in Coffee County. If we stop now, we all have to drink coffee. And we're like, no, we want coffee. No, don't stop, Dad. Don't stop. Well, you said you're hungry. Either you're going to eat now and drink some coffee, or we'll just have to wait. So, what a dad way to shut us up. So, yeah, we were in Coffee County. I think
All you can have was coffee.
Yep. So I tried that on my kids, and they didn't believe me.
They didn't care.
Yeah. And lastly, a shout out to Kablam Digital Printing. If you're an independent comic book creator and you need your comic book printed, you should look no further than Kablam. They're easy to use. You just jump online and you can fill in all the stuff that you want, and boom, instant price right there. You know exactly. You can order as few as one copy.
I used them this week.
Did you use them this week?
Yeah.
Excellent.
It was free.
Oh, did it really?
Free.
Well, how about that? That was pretty cool.
It
I don't know how that.
you like. It's all free. I was like, cool.
That was the taxes were free because international taxes.
No, I'm sure he's probably going to want his books hand delivered. I'm sure.
I left the address blank because they wanted to charge me shipping. I was like, no.
No. So yeah,
I just put a note on the system,
Kablam.
Tommy. I will pick them up.
Oh, you will pick them? Okay. All right. We'll have them for you.
Don't
might these be books that you will have at Daytona Beach Comic Con, Pete?
Well, at the moment, I just put in for one to see how it comes out because we want to make sure it's okay. And then and if it comes out okay, then we'll me and Jose will have it there at Daytona. Yeah, we hope. Depends on the printer. Depends if he delivers on time. There's something on the website about the earliest print is like August something or other. I was like, no, that doesn't apply to me.
Yeah. Every time you log on, it gives you this paper shortage warning, right?
Yeah.
We're in a worldwide paper shortage.
About can't have metallic covers or something, and I was like, no, I want that.
I want what I can't have.
I expect delivery.
Yeah, people are just so wanting.
Demanding, right?
It was easy to use though.
Yes.
No, it needs to be redesigned. So you're lying now. I know it's not easy.
No, the order form is actually very easy. That front page is really easy to use. Some of the other things after that.
No, we've been in the process for 4 or 5 years redesigning it. We've just been so busy to be able to work out the redesign. Any day now it'll be redesigned. We've redesigned it, started implementing it, then moved on to something else, and then decided to do something else with it. And
what needs redesigning though?
The add to cart feature and the ability to be able to see how much shipping is going to be as you go properly. And then people want to know how many things, let's say that you order 25 books, 25 like 20-page books or whatever, that'll probably fit into a standard USPS priority envelope. But say you went to 30 books, now that bumps you up to a box, right?
Yeah.
And then so if you're going to pay for a box, then how many more books can I buy that will fit in? It's all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I've written a code to do all that kind of stuff. I just have to make it so it looks pretty, so people can understand, how to order stuff, and then add to the cart, and then to do the reorders and all that kind of stuff, because it's kind of awkward. But yeah, the actual how to order a comic when you get
easy.
To that page, that's easy. Yeah, you just punch in what you need. Yeah, we need to simplify it and squeeze it down so it's just not so much, it's not so long.
At what point do you send me an invoice?
I'll probably do it tomorrow when I get.
Don't rush, obviously. Stupid question.
You really
I've got a
wanna
message
know.
saying
Well, I told you I was going to look at the files and make sure that they were good to go. Make sure you guys didn't mess
that's
them
what I
all
was
up.
wondering. Would you do that first, and then you?
Yeah. No. We normally don't even look at the files until you pay for it. So, but I'll go ahead and check your files.
What happens if someone says, "Oh, I'm going to pay for like a 12-page book," and then they send you 60 pages?
Then I re-invoice you for the rest of it. And
so
then
hang on, Pete. What you got to realize, right, is that you get the I'm buds with Tommy.
the friend of Thomas.
Thomas treatment, right? You submit your files, and Tommy's like, "Oh, it's Pete. Let me make sure his files are okay," right?
Well, that's what I've assumed. That's why I keep messaging him saying, "This is what I've done."
Yeah, he's been saying to me, he goes, I don't want my credits page on the inside front cover. I'm putting it on the inside back cover, and I'm like, okay, whatever you want. I don't really care. Wherever you want to put it, it's fine with me.
What I wanted was just to email over the page and say, "Can you just make that into a book, please?"
I know. We don't. Do you not realize how busy I am?
So one of the things Tommy finally convinced me of, right? Because I used to upload, here's the cover, here's the inside front cover, and I had to label them all IFC, right? Here's pages, 1 to 22, here's page 23, here's page 24, here's the IBC, here's the, the back cover is always come down. Tommy's like, dude, just put them all in one PDF. I just put them in one PDF, just one PDF. That way I don't have
one PDF. Yeah, I don't care. As being that we really want everything to be, print ready. I just want to pull up the PDF. I'm going to run some actions on it, make sure all the files look right. I don't care if you got them in order. I don't care. I'm not your editor. I just want to make sure what you sent me is going to print correctly. And if you messed it up, then that's your fault. I just want to make sure that it prints right. Whatever you gave me prints right.
So that's kind of what I've started doing. Oven says, "Hello, Silverline family." Looks like he's got a cat on there too. Mm-hmm. What's up, Oven?
Sleepy kitty.
So I think we're gonna. I think a couple of us will be seeing Oven here at Kissimmee here in a few weeks. I'm still trying to talk him to come up to Daytona because I just Oven, you just got to get there because there's going to be so many of us there. Yeah, some of these out of towners, like Pete, right? Pete will be there from out of towner. Clayton will be there. Tim TK will be there. There's going to be several out of towners.
Dean's going to be there. Yeah,
Dean will be there. There's a bunch of out of towners that have come in for Daytona, and that's the only opportunity you're really going to get to meet some of them. Now the locals, we go everywhere. Me and Tommy. Sometimes we're attached to hip. We go to all these local shows here.
Where they think we live in the same house, apparently.
Yeah, we're both married and we're roommates. The economy's gotten so bad, we've had to do that, right?
It's true.
Don't tell BJ though.
Oh.
She's probably in there listening. She hears the things I don't want her to hear. I'm like, don't tell BJ. Oven says, Kissimmee for sure. I've already asked for that day off. Excellent. So we will look forward to absolutely seeing you there, Oven. And like I said, I know it's a little bit of a haul for you, but Daytona as well. So we love Kissimmee. Louis runs that show. And that's a great show as well. Was it like 2 years ago, Tommy? We went and they were having a Pentecostal meeting at the same time.
Yes, I didn't know where I was. No, it was.
We were all going to church.
That was the
That was Kissimmee.
right. Yeah, but it wasn't last year. It was like right before COVID hit, right?
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Because that's right when I was going to buy a bike, and y'all, somebody next to you decided not to come, and you asked them, "Hey, can Thomas come?" And then I
That's
set
right.
up and made a bunch of money to pay for my bike.
That's
pretty fun.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the year I met Jamie Jones as well. Fantastic artist. Guy does the baboon. Somebody I really like. Got a nice style. I think that's when I met him. I might have met him earlier than that. I can't remember now. Yeah, I can't remember who didn't show up. It might have been Jamie, but I can't remember. Somebody didn't show up, and because of Louis running the show, I said, "Hey, man, you don't want an empty table there. I know someone who can probably fill it." You know, empty tables at conventions just look bad, don't they?
Yeah.
They look like, oh, you know, you convention person, you've done something wrong, and you've got an empty table there. So empty tables just look bad at conventions, I think.
Yeah, especially if they're next to you.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Oh no. Not everyone's going to look at that and think, "Oh, this is not very good," and then we'll keep walking. So no, I'm here.
Jeff Whiting and I did a show in Nashville one time, and there was a guy sitting. So we weren't beside each other. We were like right across the aisle from each other. And there was a guy beside me who took up 2 tables. And then there was a guy beside him who took up, I think, 1 table. They both didn't show up the second day. So Jeff and I, we swapped locations. We literally just picked our tables up and moved them. And Jeff spread his artwork out over those 3 tables. He sold so many pages because, you know, they were all laying out on display. He sold so many pages that day. It was crazy. And of course, I spread out over the second table too, and we took up all the room, so it didn't. Oh, we did have the banners, the banners behind us to fill it up, but still, it looked good. And man, he moved so much art that day. He moved pieces. He's like, yeah, I think he's got like a Rush piece. Rush meaning the band. And he says, yeah, I've carried this thing around for several years, and no one's ever like looked at it. And he goes, it sold right away. So. All right. What else? Anything about? Got any other things to talk about before we dive into our topic?
A couple of weeks now past my second eyeball implant, and
How's it going?
going really, really good. I found out that I needed to rest my eyes.
Am I holding up?
27, and I found out that I really need to rest my eyes more than what I've been doing, because I was telling Roland yesterday, we went bike riding, and usually by mid morning I start losing focus because they're just getting tired. So I need to start letting them. I mean, this trauma, doing having cataract surgery is very traumatizing to your eyes, and I wasn't letting them rest enough during the day, and so.
And it is a surgery.
It is a surgery, yeah. Even though it's kind of an easy one, but it's still, it's an easy but really technical. That if things go wrong, I mean, you could go blind, right? So even though it's sort of easy, but it's still a lot of trauma to your eye. And if you don't let it rest enough, you could start, just having a lot of eye strain, and that's what I've been developing. And so I've been decided. I've now, like, every 10 minutes I will rest, totally cover my eyes and just rest for a few minutes, and then all of a sudden the focusing is all perfect again. You notice I'm not wearing glasses. I haven't been wearing glasses now for a while. And I don't need them when my eyes are rested. That means it's perfect. I got 20/25 vision in both eyes now. When they're rested, if I'm not rested, then it's poopy. And then, so I'm really happy.
Yeah, that's good. Good news.
Yeah.
Glad you're taking it
So
easy.
you're healing. Roberta's healing.
Mm-hmm.
Pete's
I did. My COVID stuff, I think I got over it in a day or so. So I was lucky, apparently.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, very lucky.
Yeah, we should probably, Pete, you should probably quarantine yourself from now until
No, I wrote that to Pete a week or two ago. I said no COVID between now and September.
Preemptive.
I'll do my best. You do your best. I don't want you bringing COVID on your airplane over here.
Yeah,
because we got stuff to do when you get here.
that's right.
Mhm.
Okay, street
Wanna be
level
a color?
heroes or superheroes without superpowers. That's our topic for tonight.
Sounds deep.
It is deep. It is deep. Are they really superheroes if they have no superpowers?
Not really a question.
Well, okay. I think the number one. Yeah, I think that's the number one. If is Batman a superhero?
Well, we got VO 0512 AM says, of course not. So if they don't have superpowers, then what? So Pete just said it. That's Batman.
Mhm.
Yeah. So is Batman not a superhero?
So
I mean, I guess he'd be a super punchy, but I mean, let's put quotes around it. Is he a superhero? He may beat people up and all that kind of stuff every now and again. But is he a superhero? He doesn't have superpowers.
Well, like.
All right, what are superpowers? Just because you can't. He's got really good fighting abilities and Jupiter. Or can he not shoot a power bolt out of his hand? That means he's not superpowered.
Well, money is not a superpower.
No.
Which is what Bruce Wayne has, right?
Mhm.
No. Right. But he's super agile, and
okay. So he's just a highly trained human being. Is that what you're saying? So what makes Batman then more?
Batman compared to Daredevil.
No.
Daredevil doesn't have superpowers.
He does. He's got.
He can hear.
He's blind, dude. How do you think he sees?
Well, he doesn't have superpowers. He doesn't.
Yes, he does.
What does he got?
Super senses. He sees with the radar.
I think those are just. But those are just.
But I guess you could argue that's training.
That's training. That's he didn't get bit by a radioactive spider to give him super senses.
No. It's the goo that he got.
Right.
Did he?
What it is?
Yeah, he got.
I guess it depends on which version
in the first place.
I thought he was born blind. Did he? Yeah.
No, he was like a kid, and he got splashed.
It was the accident, wasn't it? He saw his dad taking the bribe, and he ran away and hit something.
Oh shoot! I don't even remember that version of the story.
It's the radioactive goo that gets on him, and then
I thought he was born that way.
He goes blind, and then he but he's blind, but he develops these heightened senses. One of which, of course, is sonar. Right? He can see the. Yeah. Don't you remember the Batfleck? The Batfleck.
What about Robin?
Ben Affleck.
What about
Robin has no superpowers.
He's just a kid.
So my question then is this, right? So we could argue that the most highly trained people in the world, in our world, our real world, are military people, right? Like Delta Force and top level Marines. I don't know what they're called over in the UK. What do you call your top level?
It's the SAS.
What's that?
SAS.
SAS, right? So these are like the top of the line trained human beings. What's the difference between them and Batman?
Well, those guys are real. Okay, say that Batman was real.
So would he have to be one of these military guys?
But can anybody be those guys? If you say it took you or me, and they put us through, what is?
I think that's a thinking face.
Oh, that's the thinking face. Yeah, could you be like I just took you? Say you're in your early 20s, and you decided that you wanted to be a Navy SEAL. with all the training and stuff. And but
Batman spent his life training, didn't he? He spent his life training. So
Yeah.
technically, yes, I suppose you could be. Yeah.
Or do you have to have something special? You know, could anybody be a SEAL, a Navy SEAL? Just I want to be a Navy SEAL.
Power is dead parents, isn't it?
Rich parents.
Dead parents left him lots of money.
Dead parents and money. Owen says the Punisher is probably the most realistic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, dude just picks up a bunch. I mean, he's an ex-military guy, right? And his whole MO is he carries around a bunch of guns and.
Now you're going to tell me that this guy is not who I think. What about Hawkeye?
Yeah, same
no,
thing.
he's got powers.
Does he?
Hawkeye has powers? What
I
does that
think
mean?
so.
I thought he was just really good and got trick arrows.
Yeah, he just knows how to shoot people really well.
What power does Hawkeye have, Pete?
He never misses. He never misses.
This is not a power.
Yeah, it's a power.
But it could be. You know, is it?
Really good.
That's training. I watched TikTok of a girl who never misses either, but she's not a superhero.
No, I don't want to know about that.
Oh, TikTok girl.
You're watching TikTok.
Are you watching TikTok girls? Is that what's going on? What about Iron Man? Iron Man.
Put some money.
Okay, so
well, Iron Man has a super suit of armor, so yes, he's a superhero.
Yeah,
but he doesn't have superpowers.
But it's the suit that gives him the power.
But he's in a superpowered suit.
Okay. So you got to take the person as their character, what it is. Okay, all right.
Yeah, but if you knock him out of his suit, he doesn't do too well.
But I mean, they've had. I've not watched. Okay, now, Roland, you've read a ton more Iron Mans than when he hasn't been in a suit and he's been confronted. Has he ever had an opportunity where he had to fight, and did he do a good job or not? Or has that never come up in the comics? Because I don't.
Of course it has.
Yeah,
but he always finds a way because he's a genius.
Yeah.
Well, there's always that.
He's
Elon Musk. Way out of it.
Yeah.
He talks his way out of it.
He usually buys his way out.
He drinks his way out of it.
He drinks his way.
He's a hero.
You know what? I don't. I mean, I would imagine that someone has come up with that, but I can't ever recall a time when he doesn't find a way to get to his armor. You know.
How about like what's Superman's arch enemy guy?
Lex Luthor.
Yeah. Does he have any superpowers other than just being really smart and a pain in the butt?
He has that armor, doesn't he? He has the kryptonite armor.
Well, but he made that, didn't he?
Well, I'd like to see you make one.
But I mean, all right, before he got that crazy armor.
That's a good. Oven asked, does the Green Arrow technically not have superpowers? He depends on a ring. He can't personally keep. But
we've already decided that if the character
Green Lantern, not Arrow, yeah.
So yes, he's got superpowers because of the ring. But if
Chris Roberts says a super rich brat.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but this kind of goes back to like Iron Man with Green Lantern. Green Lantern's powers come from the rings. If you take the ring off, he's just a dude, right?
So we're talking about
he's a fighter pilot.
Well, he's a fighter pilot.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're jumping back to like your Navy SEAL guy, all the training that he had ahead of time. Could he? Does he have an edge already before he, got the ring? Because he was a pilot. If you're a Navy SEAL and you pass all the Navy SEAL stuff, you're a badass. Did you have something to get you to be Mr. Military?
Well, don't you think that's why a lot of that kind of characters are former military?
Yeah,
because that gives them a reason to have the physical training.
Yeah.
Says, I can take the ring away.
See if I can wear it and see what happens.
Green Lantern says, I'd like to see you try.
Want me to put up some coloring?
Yeah.
I'm just doing this. I'm like
30 minutes without asking you, Roberta.
I asked and you guys didn't hear me. So.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
That's
Yeah.
all right.
I'm going through a list over here. What about Blue Beetle? He's
Oh my
just,
goodness.
I think
he's
Blue
just
Beetle has
a.
powers. Blue
Does
Beetle,
he?
yeah, he
Didn't
has
he
some kind of
just-
power.
Well, which
Doesn't
Blue
he just
Beetle?
have
Ted
weapons?
Cord. Ted Cord Blue Beetle. No, he's just a rich guy with a suit and
Yeah.
beetle,
Does-
beetle jet thing.
The
But the
original,
new Blue Beetle's got the suit, isn't it, and the scarab.
I think, didn't the original Blue Beetle took some kind of serum to give him some kind of power?
Oh,
didn't he?
that's right. Yes. Yeah.
Did he?
I don't remember
Wow.
what his powers were specifically,
Mhm.
but yeah, he took some kind of serum to change.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's get a little more personal. How about Champion? Our champion.
So
Yeah, 'cause he's
Good
super
question.
strong, isn't he? He's like
Super, but I mean, he's super strong just because he's really, really strong. I mean, is The Rock a superhero? I mean, he's super strong.
no. That's like
No.
saying Captain America's just strong. Come on.
right.
No, but the Captain America took the serum that made him beyond human. He's a more than human. I don't know what the proper word they call it.
Superhuman.
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 That is the word.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
I wonder sometimes. I really do.
Why we bother?
Y'all stink. I'm going in the other room. And
You can't go in the other room. Renee won't let you.
it's true. I'm in your room, Peter. They put me in the bedroom again.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Shoot, what were we saying? Champion is more like Captain America. He's got and of course what we haven't
We haven't talked about it. We're spoiling storyline.
Yes, I was gonna say we can't go in too deep about it, but this is part of stuff we have to discover about Champion. But yes, he is, as if you read the first issue, you should have realized when this when this thing happened at the end of the story, right? He did something spectacular, and it kind of like made you go, "Ooh!" Right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cat and mouse then. Cat and mouse.
Cat and
Cat
mouse,
and mouse.
they have no superpowers.
They're just running around kicking butt.
Yep, they're just of course
Just like your dad got shot yet is what it is.
yeah. So they're just they will become we're still at the beginning of their story, but obviously the pathway for them is to become like the Batmans and the Robins and the just really highly trained physical specimens of a human being. So which is one of the reasons that we have Koepp in the story, because Koepp will be their trainer. She will be their teacher for all sorts of martial arts stuff. What? Okay, so while we're in this family, what about Demon?
Well,
he's not a human.
Yeah.
There is that. So
Right,
how can he be a superhuman?
but he's more Wolfman guy, so he just automatically is a superhuman.
Right. Yeah. He's absolutely. I would say I would classify him with because he has the powers that comes along with it. Who else we have in the story? What about Miss Fury?
Now, I'm not sure about her background, so
well, she's just a vigilante like Batman, isn't she?
I'm assuming she's just like Batman. She's just really good.
Yep.
I mean, Batman's a superhero.
So
I know he's just a dude with money and muscles, but he's a superhero.
yeah.
So
Once
I think
all the training and then
all-
the gadgets make him, because we're not. I mean, we could all be trained and stuff, but he's beyond that, right? He's
Right.
got the gadgets.
He
for
goes out
one.
like super villains, so I think therefore the definition must be he is a superhero.
Well, and I think we're all gonna, obviously, because of what we're doing here on a Sunday night, I think we all will agree that Batman and Robin and these characters that don't have quote unquote superpowers are still superheroes because they do superheroic things, right? They do things that the average human being can't do. And that's because, it's escapist fiction, and that's what we want. So we classify them as superheroes.
Hero.
Well, are police officers superheroes?
No, they're heroes. Can be superheroes.
They're not super.
Right. Yeah.
I just suspect that they're not
Would
super.
if you had a police officer that was highly trained in fighting and martial arts stuff, wouldn't that just be like Black Widow?
No.
Oh no.
Oh, that's not something at all, is it? She's a
What is
KGB
he?
trained spy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, okay, all right. Is James Bond a superhero?
You could say
I would think so. I mean, on a loose definition, yeah, I would think. Yeah, no, yeah, maybe.
If he's an Englishman, he'd never be so crass as to label himself.
Oh, the accent, that makes him a superhero. You got it.
He just does his
He's
job.
also doing jobs. He's not really like, just saving lives. It's kind of not
That's true.
doing that.
It's his job, yeah. What? So at one point in time, the Fantastic Four, that was their job, right? At one point in time, they were on they were on the payroll of the city or something. I can't remember. This has been so long since I've read that. Oven has another question. He says, "What if you had superpowers, but you don't use said superpowers directly to fight crime?" So,
Well, see, when I say, because of our definitions here, I'm talking superhero, meaning you could be a bad guy too. We're just saying that you have some sort of super something.
yeah.
So we're saying superhero / supervillain, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like Dr. Octopus clearly is a supervillain.
yeah.
Well,
As long as he wants, if he's in
man's
the latest
terrorist,
Spider-Man
man's
movie.
freedom fighter, isn't he?
That's
So
true.
I think give Doc Ock a chance. He's a genius. He knows what he wants, and he goes and gets it. He doesn't let people stop him. Doesn't let small-minded people get in his way.
Yeah, but he's got the crazy things on his back. And he's that automatic. When you see him walking on the street, you go, super something.
They
Right.
help him science better.
Oh, that's because he can do all this stuff. What about Nick Fury?
I mean, you could say the same thing about oh crap, what's the Russian president right now?
Oh,
He just-
no.
Well, no, I'm just saying he saw a thing he wanted and he went to. He's not going to stop him, so he went to get it.
Yeah,
Does that
some of
mean-
his people think that he's a hero, I guess.
No. Does that make him a supervillain?
Yeah, to us, it depends on what side of the line you're on, I guess.
I don't know. I think he just falls under just a politician.
Oh,
You
a villain politician.
Mhm.
Spy. He's ex-spy. He's
Right.
ex-KGB as well, isn't he?
Well, so that's actually I kind of like Oven's questions. Let's sit there for just a minute. So if you had superpowers but didn't use them directly to fight crime, can you guys think of any comic books that's any characters that's the case where they have powers but then don't get caught up in the fight for good or
fight for bad.
Villain, either way. They just go to work, I've got the power to fly. And I'm just going to go to work in the bank, and that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to fly home. I'm going to, spend my evenings watching Friends. I'm going to fly to work the next day. Can you think that's just a power? What about it?
Yeah. I'm just trying to find what the book was called.
I don't know. It's a good question.
Yeah, I can't. I'm trying to think of one. I can't think of one in which they don't do it. Of course, part of it you have to wonder, okay, do I really want to read that book?
Well, okay, all right. Pick a book. Let's make fun of it. Pick a book that doesn't have any. Pick a comic that's done in the comic book style that doesn't have any superhero fighting and stuff. Say, pick something.
Kicker's Inc.
Is that one? No, is that one?
You don't remember that one?
What about? Okay, I don't remember. How about Strangers in Paradise? That kind of thing. That's just a lifestyle book or whatever you want to call it. Whatever it's called. I think those characters probably had heat vision. They just never used them in the comic.
Okay, this is you making fun of it.
There's
Yeah.
I found it.
They had superpowers. They just never used them.
What was that, Pete?
I found it now. It's called Rising Stars. I don't know if you've read it by Michael. I want to say Straczynski.
Straczynski? Oh,
Yeah.
really?
And that was, I mean, that's a long time ago. But it was about 24. Oh, hang on, let me read it. 113 special people. So a lot of them they were born all born at the same time. They had these abilities and powers, but a lot of them had no interest in fighting crime, as it were. One of them became a police officer.
Okay.
And he didn't use his powers to
do their stories,
do his job.
and how they just were trying to live their life, but having this
ability.
That's an interesting take.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It obviously ended in a big superpower fight.
Yeah, he got forced into using it at some point.
It's a comic.
It's a comic book, so.
Yeah, no.
And just think, if you had the ability to heat stuff up, right? You could be a really cool cook.
I remember there was this one issue. It was about this boy who he could float, couldn't fly, but he could go up. And one day he just went up and kept going up, and he never came back down again.
Really?
And it did turn out he did come down. He came down somewhere else and just changed his name and lived a life of obscurity.
Wow.
It wasn't
what was the name
until
of this
he was
again?
murdered that people found out who he was.
That's an odd one.
What was the name of it again, Pete?
Rising Stars.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
It was good. It was really good. Really good. That was like early 2000s or something like that.
Huh.
Long time ago.
Free
They
2-day
stuck with
shipping
me.
with Prime. Interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're in a box somewhere.
Oh, so you've got them, huh?
Mm.
Yeah.
It was only like 24 issues.
Wow. That's a bunch of drawing of people not a bunch of comics of people not actually doing superhero stuff.
I mean, there was a super villain, obviously, going around murdering the.
Oh.
So there was that story running through it, and there was one of them was a police officer, and there were some others that did fight crime or were trying to figure out what was going on. Yeah, remember the bad guy had this really cool. It's really cool. Get up, look. I can't remember what he's called now.
Well, I think some of that is, and of course, now that sounds interesting, but I think some of it boils down to, I mean, part of the reason we read superhero comics is because we want to see them do super things, right? We want to see them fly. We want to see them shoot rays out of their arms or their eyes and do, super flips that no one else can do. We want to, that's part of what we want to see. So, I'm trying to think of any others that might, and I can't.
I can't.
I mean, I can think of plenty of comics without superheroes, but Owen's got another question here. He said, "If I had the power to snap my fingers and create robots to fight crime, would I be a super-powered superhero?"
It'd be magic. I don't know.
Okay, so if he so basically if he made creatures that would fight crime, he controlled them, basically, is what it's kind of boiling it down to.
We lost Pete.
Oh!
Mm-hmm.
I hope nothing's going on over in the UK.
I'm sure he will join. Yeah, I would say my answer to that would be yes, because you snapped your fingers, so you created the robots. That's a power, right?
Are you a superhero? Yeah.
Yeah. Pete, what happened?
I don't know. Everything just went. I think I lost the internet for momentarily. Everything just got crashed.
Aaron Humphrey said, "Heard you guys talking about Rising Stars, one of my favorite superhero comics." Oh,
Aaron.
Aaron
Superhero
liked
comics.
something.
Okay.
Wow, he says, "What are you thinking of?" Yeah, Aaron, we were trying to think of superhero comic books, in which the superheroes don't really use their powers to fight crime. And this is rising.
Like you could fly and you just flew to work, did your work, and then flew back home or whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You know,
or if you were a cook and you could warm things up with your mind, you just go to work and you don't have to turn the oven on. You just warm things up and cook, and then you go back.
All right, so some of it you got to think about this, right? Okay. So if you had the power to fly, why would you fight crime just because you can fly? I can still be shot by a bullet.
Yeah.
You know, they could still stab me. I just have the ability to maneuver in and out of traffic quickly.
Well, I guess that could lead you to the additional part of that question is, why do you think that you should become a crime fighter kind of person? Just because you have superpowers.
Powers, yeah.
Regardless of what Uncle Ben said.
Yeah. There's Concrete was a comic like that. I never read a whole lot of Concrete, but I think I remember him fighting evil, didn't he? He fought evil, and maybe not necessarily like super villains, but he fought evil, I think. But it's been way too long since I've even looked at a Concrete, so I that's not where I'm. I don't know about that for sure. Yeah. Bobby Weskovich says, "Hello, Big Dummy. Putting y'all on Facebook. What's up, Screw Loose? Thank you very much. I appreciate you doing that, sharing us there to your folks." So street level heroes, right? Heroes without powers. Batman. We could argue Batman is probably one of the all-time most popular characters around, right?
Yeah. All these lists I got here, they put him as the number one of characters without powers that are superheroes.
Okay, so despite the fact that Chris Roberts said he was a super rich brat, what is it about? What is it about Batman that that is a draw to us? Right, because he doesn't have the superpowers, the ring, the flight, powers of invisibility. He's not like Aquaman or Submariner, can swim and breathe underwater. Right? What is it about Batman?
Well, he's productively channeling his rage. That's a draw.
That's a superpower.
Roberta, is there something you need to tell us?
No.
I think I did already. Well, that was my idea.
Channeling his rage.
Mm-hmm.
So all right, that's something interesting. What all these street level characters? Do they have anything in common? Is it about rage like that? Because if you think about Punisher, right? Punisher is very kind of street level vigilante rage kind of thing. DC has a character called Vigilante, which, unless they've changed him, has no superpowers, but that's kind of what he does. Just talking about Silverline, Switchblade. Switchblade is that way. He has no superpowers, but he's kind of channeling rage. That's an interesting observation, Roberta. I think we ought to dive.
It's a story idea then.
Yeah, yeah. Ovid says Deadpool doesn't necessarily use his powers. What? Deadpool uses his powers all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
He lets himself get hurt because he knows he's going to survive through it to do the crazy stuff that he does.
Yeah. Aaron is talking about Concrete here. He said Concrete did daring stunts like swimming the Atlantic on his own or climbing Mount Everest without oxygen, and then he would write about his experiences.
I've never read that one.
You know what? I read a couple way back when, like in the 80s, and it just never grabbed me back then. I always had that thought, I should probably read this, but I never did. I was reading Cerebus and Elementals and stuff like that, but I'm like, I just didn't go for that one. Owen says he doesn't have to. What? It's talking about Deadpool. I don't think any of them have to, right? I mean, none of them are made to. But that's an interesting thought. Are there any superheroes that have to use their powers?
Well, like what makes a police officer want to be a police
Squad.
officer?
Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah, Suicide
They're
Squad.
made
That's a
to
good
do
one.
it.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but more those guys mostly using them before they were made to have to use them to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were already doing,
Are there
crime.
any? What's that, Pete?
Doing the crime.
Yeah.
So are there any that weren't using them at all?
I'm trying to go through them all, or the ones that I remember.
Actually, that weren't using them all. That then were forced to. Yeah, I can't think of any either.
Thing is, if they're in the book, it means they're using their powers, doesn't it? So,
yeah.
Otherwise, there's no point putting them in the book. There's probably X-Men mutants or mutants that just live their life, but why then put them in the book if they're not actually getting involved?
And they tend to end up being more like secondary characters, don't they?
Well, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, because we want to see Wolverine and Cyclops and.
Because there was the Morlocks, wasn't there? The Morlocks would hide underground. They
Uh-huh.
wouldn't necessarily use their powers; they just couldn't go out. So they didn't look. They looked like mutants.
As we say, and the thing about the Morlocks is they had physical mutations as well.
Yeah, that's why they hid underground, isn't it?
Yeah.
And some of them would use their powers to steal food and. Yeah.
Does Harlequin have any powers besides just being crazy?
She's crazy.
She is crazy.
But that is a power.
Of course it is. And I dare you to argue with any crazy person until
yeah.
You're not special.
Yeah. Probably shouldn't go there, I guess.
Yeah, let's don't go there. That's a long and winding road there. So what is it about characters that don't have power? Again, it kind of goes back to that same question. What is it about characters that don't have powers that draw? Of course, Roberta said the rage. Is that all there is? Is the rage that we can all kind of associate with?
Something bad happened to them, made them decide that they want to go get to go beat up bad guys. Is that what it's so we've been falling in love with these comic books for a bunch of people that are half nuts. Is that what we've been doing all this time?
That's what I'm saying.
There's usually something, when you're a writer, there's usually something which they're trying to change or correct or avenge or something.
But some of them got to be more of the mentality of just your typical police officer that wanted to
do good.
To do good, and risk their lives to make to stop the other people from doing bad stuff, right? They're not all had their parents killed by some crazy person or anything like that, and then they get drawn into beating up every bad guy from then on out for the rest of their lives, right? It's got to be some, Or are they all just
well, there's
lunatics?
there's a list somewhere, and I can't remember. Maybe it's in Save the Cat, where they talk about some of the when you're writing stories, when you're thinking about characters, part of the thing that you have to make them go is they've got to have goals, right? They have to have something that they're trying to accomplish. Now these can be, self-generated goals, or they can be goals that come as a result of something. Revenge is a fantastic goal to have, right? It's highly motivating. But then there's also the basic things, food and shelter, and those are motivations and things that make people do stuff. But revenge is a highly motivating factor, and we see a lot of that.
Well, is Spider-Man doing the things that he's doing just because his uncle got killed, or because his uncle told him that you've got to you have these powers, you
Yeah.
should use them for good, not only because he ended up getting killed. And
Well, what a great example, because when he
Yeah.
got powers, what's the first thing he did?
Gonna got some money.
He went to make money. Yeah.
Which is probably what I would do.
Yes, he went to the wrestling rink and said, "Hey, I can wrestle these dudes and make money."
Yeah.
And as he's coming, the guy didn't pay him, so he got ticked off and got and then the guy got robbed. And because he was ticked off with the guy, like, "Hey, you didn't pay me, and the guy just robbed your money." Well, not my problem, right? So
Yeah.
let's go. And then that
That's right.
same guy is the guy who kills his Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
So yeah, he gets powers, and his first thought was not to do good, but some terrible tragedy happens, right? And then Uncle Ben happens to say, "Hey, great power comes great responsibility." Dude.
So, dude. Yeah.
So, which is another way of
You
saying,
know, well, say that.
responsible, I'd be alive.
Well, say Uncle Ben didn't give him that great thing that we, if we kind of contribute to Spider-Man, continuing to fight evil and all that kind of stuff. Would he have just gone and beat up the bad guy and then he would have went back to pro wrestling? You think?
Nah.
I don't know.
Nah,
If he didn't have that great advice from his uncle that changed his life, I don't want to make it sound bad. Just because somebody kills your uncle doesn't mean that you should become a vigilante, but he gave him great advice that those two combination of things made it so it changed his whole perspective on life, right?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if it was just the one, he would have went and beat up the guy. Yeah, if it was just him getting revenge for his uncle, he may be like Hulk Hogan right now. He may be the best pro wrestler ever instead of being Spider-Man.
That's possible.
Yeah.
That's possible. If Uncle Ben had lived, or if the guy had paid him, right? If the guy had paid him,
sure.
He would have gone back the next day to do it again,
And
then
he
he would have just
Yeah.
become the amazing Spider-Man wrestler dude.
That's right. Working for WWE or whatever.
Yeah. Well, there's a
That's
whole.
how it could have gone down.
Yeah.
They need to do a what if of that.
I was going to say there's a whole what if else worlds, isn't it? What if the superheroes were all just wrestlers, the wrestling federation?
I think they could be.
So I have a segue question for you. It's a British thing, Pete. What's this Bob's your uncle thing?
Oh, Bob's your uncle.
You've heard that, haven't you, Tommy?
Yeah. Is Bob your uncle?
No, I don't. No. You hear when you say, or we'll say Bob's your uncle. I get that it's funny, but I don't know why it's funny.
Well, because Bob's your uncle. Do you understand what it means?
No.
What does it mean?
Don't. Is it something you can say on live stream?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, what does it mean?
It's completely harmless. Bob's your uncle, well, there you go. I've never had to explain this before to anyone.
Is it like a simple fact?
That's
It's like a simple fact.
Well, it's
because
bit
you've said it
obvious.
so many times. It just means, it means like, forget it. Bob's your uncle. Don't worry about it. Right?
No. Bob's your uncle is a phrase commonly used in the UK, and it means, and there it is, and there you have it. So there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, you just read the same thing I just read.
I know. He just Googled it. I thought
I've never had to explain to anyone in my life. It's like Bob's your uncle, yeah.
You just Googled it faster than I did.
We don't say it. I don't say it a lot anymore. But yeah, Bob's your uncle.
There you go.
That's wicked.
Bob's your uncle. Don't ask me that.
Okay,
It's
so
just
you don't know any kind of origin or meaning. I mean, okay, yeah. I mean, I've heard it a whole bunch, and a lot of the shows that we watch, but I'm like, okay, I get it, but I'm not 100% sure the origin of it, or what kind of secret meaning.
I think this could be a thing that we do every week. We can ask Pete what some of these British sayings mean.
So why do you call a truck a lorry?
Who?
Why do you call a truck a lorry?
Oh, a lorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a lorry.
We got
That's an
it.
answer.
Rolling, you know,
And they call a trunk
much
a
smaller.
boot.
A lorry is
a boot,
massive.
the trunk.
Lorry is a what? Pete?
I mean, I don't understand what I can't explain what the context is. Lorry, it's a lorry.
Yeah, but why?
Right, but why? Why isn't it just a truck?
What do you call a truck? You
A
call
truck.
everything from a car, a big car, to a big container hauler thing, the truck.
Say again?
They're not the same thing, are they?
A truck and a car?
Yeah, no. You call.
Oh, you mean like a truck?
Trucks. Oh, I'm driving my truck.
No, we got the cars, trucks, vans, right?
We've
Isn't
got
that the-
vans,
Yeah.
This is
So
devolved.
what do you call the things that haul the containers across country?
18-wheelers.
In the semi.
Or semi,
You are
yeah.
such a
Semi.
simple people.
A semi.
Such a simple people. It's got 18 wheels.
It's a big truck.
It's got 18 wheels, therefore I'll call it an 18-wheeler. Oh, I despair.
You know, I went ahead and looked up some British slang, but I'm scared to say some of these because
Well,
they may use yeah.
What? It's like the trunk. You call a trunk of a car a boot.
The boot, yeah.
Well, what do you call the hood area?
The bonnet.
The front part.
The
what?
bonnet. Really?
The bonnet.
The bonnet.
The bonnet.
Yeah, the bonnet.
The glove box. What is the glove box? You know, the little like on the passenger.
That's the glove box, yeah.
No, it's not a glove box.
I mean,
You were hoping to trick him, weren't you?
You call it a sidewalk.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So simple. Sidewalk. We walk on the side. It's a path or pavement, isn't it?
Path.
Yeah, but you know, sidewalk
path
is specific, you know, to the street.
It's a sidewalk because we
Sidewalk.
walk on the side.
It's the side of the street. Yeah. But it can't be a
Oh.
path, right? It can't be a path because here, so you
Path,
guys have been on.
you call it pavement.
You guys have been on the island so long, you don't have paths anymore, right? Because it's all, but we've still got paths, right? We can go out. Oh, look, there's a path here through the woods, right?
We have a path in the woods. Yeah, we call it the pavement. It's the
We
pavement.
call it path through the woods pavement,
No, you call our sidewalk is a pavement.
right? Yeah, I thought you said
Don't
path.
call it a sidewalk.
It's because it's you walk
On
beside
the side.
That's
Yeah.
like calling it a drive middle.
I like his
We
logic
drive
though.
in the middle. Therefore we call it a
like drive middle.
Okay,
Yeah.
this one may sound bad, but tell me what it really means. Arse over tit.
You've fallen over.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that's what it's. I just wanted to get a good one. I
What
wanted
is
to
a
say
funny
something.
one?
I wanted to say something bad without it
Mhm.
actually being bad.
You've gone fall over.
Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna start using that.
Off
That's funny.
balance,
I'm
yeah.
gonna start. That's. I'm putting that
Well,
in my my
You know,
my.
Tommy and I were
dictionary.
talking about this the other day. You know, we know. Aaron Humper says the more Peter talks, the more I understand why we left.
Oh man, that's funny.
So Tommy and I were talking. You know, one of the things that you find sometimes in American entertainment is they'll sneak in some British slang that has bad meaning, but Americans don't know.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
so-
we were talking about this yesterday.
Yeah.
What was it that you said?
Well, I'm afraid to say it just because I know what it means. But I'll say it. And I will watch Peter's expression from the Avengers. Right? Do you remember when the first movie when Loki was having a conversation with the Black Widow? Loki was in the box. He was captured, and Black Widow was sitting there talking to him, and he called her a mewling quim.
I don't know what that is. I know what
What?
mewling means.
Yeah, I know what mewling means, but what is a
What?
quim?
Really? I'm not going to
Yeah.
repeat it.
Okay. Well,
find
I
out
don't know
for
what
you.
that
Hang on.
means.
Mewling. Is that
Sounds
English, is
bad.
It is bad, but it was because it's British.
Could let it pass, huh?
Brilliant.
I see.
Using
What,
that
it's
tomorrow.
not what you told me it meant the other day, but Google is saying it means something else. No, that's just as bad. It's pretty.
I'm using that a lot more in conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, like I'm going to start using ass over 10. You can start using
that
really
every
quick.
Uh,
You should. That'd be a good one.
Oh, okay. So hold on now. Did you look it up in the Urban Dictionary?
I just Googled
I
it.
just Googled it too.
Look at no. You got to look it up in the Urban Dictionary, because when you're talking about slang, you gotta. That's what you go. Whoa! Here we go. Oh, never mind.
We're gonna get so banned from YouTube.
We got subpoena ad. You're lucky today. Our team gives you a promo code for 10 viewers for a whole day. I don't even know what this means. Get Viewers Pro, and we will take you to. Oh, it's an advertisement. Yeah. So I put the.
All right. What does it mean in the Urban Dictionary?
Yeah, you got to look it up in the Urban Dictionary because. Yeah.
I can't open the Urban Dictionary.
What?
Can't open it on my phone.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is it considered spam?
Oh, that's right. That's what we said yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. So why can't you open it? Because it's blocked?
I think it might be.
What?
That's weird.
Or maybe my
all right. Nobody else listens. I'll tell you, Keith.
Oh, no.
Pete,
We'll get
I
thrown
can't
off.
whisper it. I'm just talking to Pete. Nobody else is listening.
No, we'll get thrown off here.
Oh, okay. All right. I won't say that.
I'll try again tomorrow, but my phone's
Okay,
not taking it.
The loo means the bathroom, right?
The what?
Loo. You got to go to the loo.
The loo, yeah.
Yeah.
And how's that spelled? L-O-O?
Yeah.
L-O-O. I mean, yeah. Don't use that one a lot, to be honest. I suppose some people may do. I usually say toilet.
Yeah. I heard someone talking once before that they said when you go to Europe, don't when you gotta you want to take a shower, you just don't. We just say, hey, I'm gonna take a shower or I need to go to the bathroom. But
I question people who announce to the public that they're going to take a shower.
Yeah, that isn't necessary.
Why are you announcing that? That's your private information. Go do it.
Well, because you may want to go with me. I don't know. It's
no, just.
How about knackered? I like knackered. That's
knackered.
a good one. I'm going to use that one. Yeah.
Oh, I'm always knackered.
Yeah.
That's tired, right?
I live knackered. Yeah, I'm knackered all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to read these out. I got to read the definitions before I send.
So this one's kind of edgy, but it has a different meaning from across the pond. Pissed, right? If Pete says he's pissed, he's
very
what?
different.
I'm drunk.
He's drunk. Yeah. Over here, if you're pissed, you're mad.
Oh,
you're
that
angry.
also means that here as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it never means drunk here. Oh no!
Well, I'm trying to think what you could use instead. If you're drunk.
What did Aaron say?
Aaron Humphrey says, "Not only am I going to take a shower, I'm going to give Peter updates."
Updates are fine. No more photos, Aaron.
Aaron said you got to send pictures, so that way he wants to see.
And I'm not joining your shower live stream. I told you I'm not doing it.
Man, this thing has devolved.
Gutted. Gutted's good. I like that. That's the disappointed.
Which one?
Gutted, yeah.
Gutted.
A lot.
Gutted?
Gutted.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gutted.
Cheeky.
Yeah.
Cheeky's a good one. I like that one. I use that one every now and again.
Yeah. He's a cheeky monkey.
He's cheeky, mate.
Oh, cheeky mate.
What was I explaining to Jose the other day? We were talking about money. Slang words we use for money. A pony.
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 I'm gonna try and find. I won't find it now.
Yeah, we.
I had to explain what a quid was to the kid here today.
It's $1, mate.
Quid is
all right. So you explain that to me. So
quid is like a measurement, though, right? It's like a penny or a dime or a nickel, something like that.
It's a buck,
quid
right?
is a pound.
It's like
a quid is a pound.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
20 quid, mate. It's £20.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Good.
I didn't know that.
This is all.
I thought I knew that, but I wasn't quite sure.
English slang is very Cockney slang, so I don't. That's not language I would use because I'm not a Cockney. But
gotcha.
there are people in East London and London that will
is that more slang? Because it sounds like it could be dirty. I don't know.
Yeah, No, you're a Cockney.
So, all right, hold on, backtrack just a minute. So, are you saying that generally you don't use slang?
No, I don't. I mean, some of the words you've used are Cockney slang, Cockney rhyming slang. They're not words I use. It's not part of my vocabulary. I'm not a Cockney Londoner.
What kind of slang would you use instead?
I mean, I might use quid. Sometimes I might use 20 quid, 30 quid.
See, over here we'd say bucks, $20.
Yeah.
No, it's $20, but it's $20.
$30.
Yeah, $20.
I don't use arse over tit, but then that's just I don't use that.
But it's so good.
I would say, oh, he fell over.
No. So using arse over tit. That sounds so cool. Or it also says you can say.
I don't use that. That's for Cockney rhyme saying. I don't use that.
Which
it
one?
Says you can say arsehold. Arsehold would be good too. That also means flipped over, fallen over.
Well, it's for us, it's like head over heels, right?
Yeah, I guess.
No. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
head over heels because you're so
like your head over heels in love. It's a good thing.
Generally, yeah.
It's generally you an idiot.
Okay. Oh no.
Okay, so I found the money thing. Right, a pony is £25, 25 quid.
Okay.
A monkey, that's 500.
Why?
This is Cockney slang. I don't know. Don't ask me. Bangers and mash. That means cash.
Right.
What?
Really?
Bangers and mash means cash.
Bangers and mash, mate.
But I've eaten bangers and mash.
I thought bangers and mash was like mashed potatoes.
This is rhyming slang.
Okay.
Yeah.
If someone says, "Yeah, you got any bangers and mash?" It means have you got any cash?
It's good to know.
Yeah, it gets. I don't understand it because I don't use the language. I don't. It's hard.
It says here that our ASS, right? We're not going to say it.
Yeah.
What's it mean over there? It says it just means donkey.
Yeah.
Is that true?
And all the reasons why you use that name.
Yeah. Aaron has one. Aaron says, so why the term bloody?
Put it in the shower.
Is he in the shower now?
He's in the shower.
Bloody.
Bloody. The term bloody.
Bloody.
Do you know the origin of that phrase?
Do I?
Yeah.
Bloody hell, mate.
Right?
That's the origin of the word, no.
I was going to say that's usually, I guess, how I've heard it is.
Bloody mate, you're bonkers. See, I'm learning UK talk here. Boy, I'm getting some good ones.
Bloody hell. I use bloody a lot.
So
Chips,
what would be the American equivalent?
Do you not use bloody? You use bloody, don't you?
Not really, no.
My dad did.
We only use bloody if we're trying to sound British.
Yes, true.
I mean, really.
Wow. That's how crappy we are.
Yeah, and I'm sure when you were over here, you heard enough people.
That's your go-to.
Bad English accents.
That's because of Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
He's still alive, Dick Van Dyke. I can't believe it.
He's still alive and still in good shape.
Yeah, I saw a video of him the other day. He just talking.
He was in.
It was really
When he was in the last movie that came out that he was in.
Yes, he was in the last movie that he was in.
No, Mary Poppins movie. He was in the Mary Poppins movie. The newest one that just came out. What about I've never heard this one. Chock-a-block.
Oh, it's chock-a-block out there.
What does that mean?
It's chock-a-block. You can't move. It's
busy. That's what it says.
It's like traffic.
Traffic.
Yeah.
Pedestrians. Just
too many people in an area.
People everywhere. Yeah, it's chock-a-block.
Wow, that is crazy.
You know, it's funny because when I first started teaching, when I left comics, I started teaching, and one of the classes that I taught was ESL. So I would teach English as a second language to international students.
Hmm.
And one of the things that they struggled with the most was idioms, because we would say things that make zero sense. Like, stop that, you're driving me crazy. What?
Yeah.
Driving? I'm driving? Hey, no, you're not literally driving. You're just, you're driving me crazy. You're driving me crazy,
That's what a lot of autistic kids and people have, that they can't understand them either. When you say
Right.
you're driving me crazy, they'll be like, no, you're not driving. They can't understand it. They can't
right.
comprehend it.
You're not in a car. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because everything is so literal.
Yeah.
But
Narford.
that's I think that's where the funny thing is, I think that's where I really began to understand the way, teaching it to a second language learner. You really begin to understand, okay, language is pretty cool, pretty tough. English is pretty hard, because we have so many different. A lot of people think, particularly a lot of Americans, think English is the most common language in the world.
Mm.
It's the most common second language, but the most common language in the world is Spanish. Owen says, "You can't expect too much, Roland. He is but a humble penciler."
It's true.
All right, you got to explain this one, Pete.
Oh.
Pants. Explain pants.
Oh yeah, I got in trouble in England with that because I was shopping.
Pants.
I'm looking for a pair of pants.
Yeah, it doesn't mean
Pants is your underwear.
not funny.
What?
Oh, yeah. No, you wear pants, boxer shorts. I mean,
So what are the things that you wear over your pants? What are those called? Slacks?
Girls wear
I
knickers.
guess? Knickers? Knickers, that's still underwear, right?
Knickers is girls' pants.
Oh, okay. Panties or whatever
I
we
mean,
call.
you obviously still have the different, I don't want to get into it. Roberta knows more.
Yeah.
Thongs and G-strings.
Right.
Right.
So what are the articles of clothing that you put over that?
You mean my
Over your
trousers?
pants.
Huh?
Trousers.
Is that what you call them all? They're just all trousers?
No, you call trousers pants.
Pants,
We
Or
call them trousers because that's what they are.
What about shorts? Are they short trousers?
We would also call them things like jeans. Hey, I put on my jeans, right?
First of all,
means pants,
no. Jeans are jeans.
right?
They're jeans.
Well, what are they though?
You got jeans, chinos.
What's a chino? That's a
The
chino
finest
is a
trousers a man can wear.
it is,
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's all I wear. I wear chinos.
To work? Okay.
I thought
No,
chinos
just,
were
It's everywhere.
it was
Isn't that food?
that's a word for Chinese people out in California, isn't it, Roberta? Chinos?
No, it is not.
No.
What? You're really trying to get us thrown off of.
You
No.
really are.
What about shorts? What do you call shorts? Or cargo shorts or whatever?
Short pants.
What's a
Oh, that
cargo?
would be underwear. That'd be like short underwear. I'm sorry, Pete.
What's a cargo pant?
It's the big pocketed shorts.
They're shorts.
No. Rob Liefeld pants.
Wait.
They're
You
Rob
got
Liefeld pants.
Pants was your trousers and pants was your shorts. You don't think that's a bit confusing?
What's the same thing? You call it the same
No, they're
thing.
not the same thing because one's long and goes to your ankle and one goes, maybe if you're lucky, to your knee.
You don't call shorts pants.
Well, he just said they're cargo pants.
Well, that's the type of.
No, there's
he's
cargo
getting
shorts
confused.
and there's
Yeah.
cargo pants.
Right.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's cargo shorts
It's
and
just
cargo
those big
pants.
pocketed.
So
shorts.
So the way you explain that, Pete, is cargo pants are Rob Liefeld pants. They have pockets everywhere.
A fine pair of pants.
Oh, it says the F-bomb. Wait, did somebody
Oh,
say
where-
the F-bomb?
No.
I didn't think
No,
so.
where-
I don't think so. I didn't hear one.
And making sure that we're staying away from that one.
Oh yeah. No, that's actually not the one that got us kicked off. It was well, I'm not gonna repeat it now, but it's
Oh.
Barb.
Yeah.
But what did she say? I would like to know so I don't.
You
We'll
would
see
trust
how
me,
afterwards,
Roberta.
we'll see.
You would never. You just know something. I'll tell you when we hit the
Okay,
in-stream
tell me.
thing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I I am 99% certain it's not something that you're going to be talking about.
Okay.
So we're going to go back to the pants things because we have jeans, right? Those are pants.
We have jeans.
We have slacks, which are also pants.
He's not
more,
happy with that
it's
one.
more of the fancier, I guess.
Slacks are nice. Slacks are
Work pants.
Going to church pants. Is what
yes, going to church
or
pants.
going to fancy work. Yeah, you know.
Fancy pants.
Fancy pants.
Fancy pants. Oh, that's good. Oh, how would they take fancy pants over in the UK? Would
That's silk underwear for Pete.
Well, we have formal trousers,
Formal.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
which are suit trousers.
Gotcha.
Fancy. You're such a sophisticated people. Fancy pants. We have formal, casual. Yeah.
What about
You
khakis?
have,
The khaki pants.
Khakis. Yeah. What are khakis?
No.
Nope.
No.
I'm trying to think what I think even tuxedo stuff falls under formal.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's formal. Right. Okay.
I think all of these terms come about as Americans trying to figure out how to market stuff. How can we sell more crap? Let's give it a different name.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, Pete, I'm going to give you one here. This is the way I think about you. You know, you're on your bike.
Careful.
Oh, get on your bike.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Means
Get on
get
your
out
bike?
of here. Off you go.
Go away.
Really?
I don't know where
Go away.
how you get go. That means go away. I have no clue.
Oh, because you'd need to leave on your bike.
On your bike.
On your bike, son.
You're telling somebody this, right? This is not like
Get on your bike.
like get on your bike, man. What is he?
You're on your bike, man. You make it sound like you're crazy. That's not what that means. You're on your bike. You're so crazy. No.
So Tommy, all those times you thought Pete was encouraging you to get on your bike.
He was just trying to get me off the line. That's all right.
Now we know.
On your bike, sunshine.
Ova says trousers, which I honestly prefer over pants. Ova prefers
Any sane person.
Well, then you would wear them over your pants if you lived in the UK.
I prefer over pants. Yeah, so do you say for Superman he wears his pants over his trousers?
Yes.
Really?
He wears his pants
You
on
would.
the outside. He wears his pants on the outside.
Pants on the outside. Yeah. We say underwear on the outside. Wow, that's interesting. Oh,
Absolutely.
okay.
Really funny.
Yeah, I think the stream name needs to be changed. Street level superheroes in which we devolve into slang.
Yeah. To the UK to English translation.
Speaking Peter.
He's ass over tits, I'm telling you.
On your bike.
Well, you know, the funny thing too is, given time, probably Tommy and I could probably think of a whole bunch of Southern slang.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but that's proper weird
true.
stuff, isn't it?
That's a what?
That's proper weird, isn't it? That stuff.
It very, very is.
I mean,
There's a lot
that's-
of it.
I mean, that's like we need subtitles to understand what they're saying.
Some of the stuff is just made up words. It's like they're not
Yeah.
even other words that mean the wrong thing like you do in the UK. These are just made up words.
Do you have,
What's made
do you have a
up?
program over there called Swamp People?
Yeah, well, none of us watch it. Yeah,
No.
I can't watch it because I can't understand a word they're saying.
that's Cajun though. So that's
I mean, they're talking English, but you have to have subtitles to understand
Yeah,
what they're
it's
saying.
really crazy, really hard to talk. Yeah.
they're actually
I mean-
that's actually Creole, and
yeah,
it's
something all right.
it's sort of a French bastardization of English. Yeah.
French.
So we can't understand most of the Creoles either.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think they understand each other.
but it's because it was from the French-speaking people in the whole New Orleans, southern Louisiana area. When the English came in, it just sounded, they just spoke it like that, and it developed into Creole, and nobody can understand them. So
Sure, they were happy about that.
yeah,
Very Cajun-y, Kunas is what they like to call it. Yeah.
yeah.
I had, before I got my Mississippi accent, I had a really good Cajun-y
I
accent.
cannot imagine you sounding Cajun.
Yeah, not so much Creole, but just your typical, New Orleans-y kind of thing. Renee and and all of her Mississippi folks were making fun of me when I moved from New Orleans to southern Mississippi.
Well, BJ's family's got some of that coastal Cajun in them. The Mississippi Gulf Coast has a Cajun,
Renee's
Cajun influence.
Yeah, Renee's grandfather spoke really good Creole kind of talk and stuff, and I get, for whatever reason, I understood when this is before he passed away, of course. When he would talk to me, it's like I understood, but it's just because I grew up with it a little bit.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Well, it's one of those things that you really have to listen.
Yes.
You can't look away. And it's in context too. You got to be knowing what you got to be knowing. You got to be knowing what you're talking about.
There you go. It's a little bit of Mississippi talking right there.
Yeah. It is funny. We talk with my daughter about this because she will go to visit she's close to my parents now, and she'll go geographically. So she'll go visit them, spend a weekend now. My parents are super, super country. Okay. Mom, Dad, if you listen to this, I love you. So she'll go and she'll spend a weekend with them, and when she'll leave, she'll start with her. She'll talk to her friends, and they'll say, "You've been in Arkansas.
You've been home."
Yeah, you've been home. What was that, Pete?
Just call your parents hillbillies.
No, they don't consider themselves. Well, does yours? My family don't consider them. They're not hillbillies. They're more of redneck than hillbillies.
Yes,
redneck.
Yeah, they're more redneck than hillbillies, because there's where my family's from. There's not much in the way of hills. It's all flat delta land. It's farmland.
It's a different thing, Pete.
Oh, so hillbillies can only come from hilly areas.
That would be true.
Yeah. As far as we're concerned, yes. The hillbillies is generally a term for Appalachian people.
Excuse me?
Mountain people.
Oh,
yeah.
The Smoky Mountains.
Roughly speaking.
Yeah. But rednecks.
But really, and Roland can tell you this. Most of the folks, even if you said that you're more redneck or hillbilly or whatever, they're going, no, I'm not. This is just the way we talk. Right. Yeah, they got it, but we, you can kind of classify it. It's like you got a little more. You can tell where the woods they're from.
Well, and a lot of them too. They're like, no, I'm just country.
Right.
I'm not redneck. I'm not hillbilly. I'm just country. I live out in the country, and that's probably what my parents would say. Because again, it's all it's all flat farming land out there, but they're a long way from a city. I mean, there's a long way from a city, so they just say they're country folks. The closest city to my family is 2 hours a drive. So, I mean, we're talking about like a real city, not like towns, like college town, because Jonesboro is about an hour from them. But Jonesboro is only a town of about 70,000, something like that. Memphis is about 2 hours from them. I think that's the closest city. Oven says, I like the word trousers more than pants.
Thank you.
That's what he was saying. Okay, well, we had this
been our day.
This has been a day. This one has sped by. Roberta, what have we been watching you color here as we talked about?
This
Pete's
is
weird language.
Cat and Mouse, and it's nice fiery beige. So
It's gorgeous.
it's getting there. Almost
Yep.
done.
Yep.
Hmm.
So, Mike and
this
Wubba,
top
if y'all
one
are
up
listening,
here,
we were
and that's
expecting y'all to jump on with us. Tisk tisk. So, all right. So let's call it a night here. Buttons here. I don't want to remove. There we go. So,
Are you just cutting us off just like that?
well, it's 9:30 here.
All right.
All right.
So, Roberta, where can
Thinking
people
it is
find
this,
you on the interwebs? So look at that. My poster's on the ground. I forgot to put it back up. Roberta, where can people find you on the interwebs?
You can find me on Facebook or Instagram under Roberta Conroy. So that would be it.
Excellent. Tommy, what about you? Where can folks find you on the interwebs?
Just go to Google, type in Floramonte, FLORIMONTE, or you can go to Inferno Studios. There's some links there to some of the stuff, and then of course here every Sunday, unless I'm bike riding. I'm on my bike.
I just got a message from Wubba, and he says starting next Sunday he's going to be regular again.
Oh, I'm not here next
That's
Sunday. I'm
great.
not here next Sunday. That's
You
good.
can't be here next Sunday.
Well, I'm actually not here next Sunday, but
Are you really not?
yeah, we're on holiday, so
Oh,
Oh, and what does that mean?
What holiday? What holiday are you on?
yeah. What do you actually celebrate?
I don't know.
It's a holiday. Is it Christmas or something?
What?
I'm going on holiday.
What holiday?
It's
What
not
holiday?
Christmas or Easter or anything. What
Yeah,
holiday is it?
If you're going on a holiday, what holiday?
I'm just
Is
going
this
away.
one of those UK things?
When you go away,
Yeah.
when you go away, do you not say you're going on holiday?
Not unless it's a holiday.
No,
Not unless it's a real holiday.
What's
Then
your
we call it a
holiday?
I guess we were
vacation.
asking if it was
Holiday
a,
is-
Oh, you
a
call
real
it a
holiday
Vacation.
Right.
or
yeah.
your vacation.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
So you're going
Yes,
on
I'm
vacation.
going on vacation.
So what do you call when it's Christmas time and you're going away for somewhere during Christmas?
I'm
What-
going away for Christmas.
Okay, whatever.
So where are you going, Pete?
We're just going down to Cornwall.
Cool. Anything? Got family down there? Any particular plans? Any reasons? Going to show off the baby?
No,
No.
it's a lovely part of the world.
Okay.
There are castles and things we will do.
Oh,
Cool.
nice.
But no,
Sounds
it's just a week away, chill out.
Oh, that
We
sounds
haven't
like
been away
fun.
for a while, so obviously not going to go abroad.
Uh,
So yeah,
I hear it's really easy to go to France, isn't it? From there.
it was really easy to go to France. We shot ourselves in the foot with our Brexit, which makes
Yeah.
getting into Europe much more difficult now.
Really? I thought that wasn't supposed to change.
Yeah, it's amazing the lies they will tell. No, it is not. I mean, obviously, yeah, you can get there, but it's not like it was. If you looked at the queues, the miles of queues at the border for trucks, trucks.
Uh-huh.
Truck.
Doing export and imports, it's not easy.
Really?
It's chaos.
Well, I thought so. Correct me if I'm wrong. You know that you got the channel there. You can just pop on the train,
Yeah, but
right?
if you haven't got the right paperwork, you can't get on.
Oh,
It's
Getting
all
the
gone a bit wrong.
paperwork is the problem.
It's all gone a bit wrong.
wow.
Who
Well.
knew? Who could have predicted?
Oh,
Other
I
than
think a
everybody.
lot of
Only half of you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So you won't be here next week. You'll be back the following week.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Well, and did I ask you already?
I hear Wubba's back, so you got Wubba instead.
Yeah, we'll have Wubba. All right. And so, as a reminder, people remember that Pete's got a pre-Daytona Beach Comic Con commission list.
That's
If
right.
you want a drawing from Pete, be sure to reach out to him and arrange that, and he can bring it with him to Daytona Beach and deliver that into your hands. And anybody even get him to sign it while he's there. I bet he'd be willing to do that for like nothing. No
$5.
quid at all. Wouldn't
No
cost
quid.
him- No
Zero
quid.
£5, mate. On your bike, son.
on your bike.
So, okay. So, Pete, did I ask you where people can find you on the interwebs?
Google
On the Google.
usually has me. Google has me if you type in my name.
So if you're looking for Peter Clinton, go onto the Google and type in Peter Clinton art, and you will find him. And you can find me on all the interwebs as well. Shoot, I don't have mine. Oh, yes, I do. And don't forget, guys, we've got a Tuesday stream. I don't know what their topics are this time because they didn't. I don't think they've gotten them to BJ. So Tuesday will be here with that Tuesday show. The Whammers will be back on Wednesday talking about something. We will be back here. Sans Pete, but with a wubba next week. And until then, remember to make mine Silverline. All right. Good night, everyone.
Hi, my name is Sergio Cariello, and make mine Silverline.